As phara, most people rocket boost up like this, but to get a better boost, you should do this.
Get back.
Another time, that was R1, press L1 at the same time, gets a much higher boost to get to far places. How to infinitely fly as phara, you can press L1 and then keep tapping it. Don't just hold it down because then it runs out really fast. You keep tapping it and keep tapping it and keep tapping it until this comes back, and then that goes all the way up, and you keep tapping it, keep tapping it. And if you do find yourself getting lower to the ground, you can do that. A lot of people ask, how do you kill like a soldier or a Widowmaker or a McCree, someone hit scan or Zen, as phara? What you want to do is they can easily long range you. They can just strafe and shoot up and always hit their shots. But what you can do is, let's say they're over there.
Yeah, I smell good.
Like just on this map, you could do that, and you want to like get as close as possible to them without hitting yourself and close range them. Another thing you can do as phara to counter soldier and hit scan mostly is you if you stay on the ground and shoot, then people they can still kill you easily, but it's easier for you to hit your shots, but it's just as easy for them to hit their shots, so you gotta watch out and you have to have decent enough aim. Also, as phara, you need to watch your rockets, not always near the abilities, just in your actual gun. Like, okay, I shot 1, shot 2, shot 3. Now you only have half. If there's no one near you, reload. Don't just wait until you're out of ammo to reload. If a diva is ever if you're up in the sky and they push you, or you use your ult and they start pushing you so they can do more damage, what you don't want to do, so you're going to be in the sky over here and they're going to push you, drop down to them, and then they'll come down, and then you go back up. And then they do very little damage because they're from range. Another thing you can do, especially on this map, is if you're near the point and you don't want to use your rocket boost until you're on point, instead of using your gas so you can save that till you're on the point, you could use your R1 on side when you're on the point already. A lot of people don't know, or a lot of people know, but they don't use it as much. I mostly use the R1 ability as a transportation because it's not that easy to get environmentals with. Also, other than just R1, L1 while you're on the ground to get high ground, you could if you're just right here and you need to get on a point, you could R1, L1, but you use R1 on the wall so that you move forward and you move up, so you have high ground and you've moved far forward. Again, that's R1 on the wall, L1 while you're in the air, and then hang on. Also, with this goes for every hero. if there's a skin that you really, really like and you really, really want it and you get it out of like a loot box or if you even get it with currency, but the gun, like the new soldier skin with the gun, it's ginormous on the screen. I really like this skin with phara because it's very small and it doesn't get in the way of my aim. But the new soldier skin, the gun is very, very large. Or the Winston catcher skin, the gun is also very, very large. And if it doesn't affect you, if that doesn't get in your way, that's fine. But I'd say switch a skin unless if you're playing competitive. If you're playing something that doesn't matter, go ahead, use a skin. But if you're playing competitive, I'd say use a skin that fits. With phara's ultimate, you don't always want to come up, like go get high ground to use it. You could also use it from the low ground because most people, like if they hear like justice, range from the, they'll like a lot of hit scans will look up to see where you are. When if you're ground level, first of all, you have your teammates to support you. You could do it like behind a shield. And I'd say I just personally have better, like I can hit more like targets when I'm ground level rather than in the sky. Also, another thing that people don't do is strafe while you're in the air. Not just while you're on the ground with like your abilities. You need to strafe while you're in the air. So look, do you think like soldiers or anyone can easily hit me while I'm doing this? But if I'm like, if I'm over here and then I'm over here and then I'm over here, then you can't hit me as much. Another thing to do when you're facing a soldier is, okay, this isn't quite a tip for phara, this is just a clip for the whole game. Just counterpick him. Counterpick him, and then when he switches, like, just counter him, and kill him, and target him. And then when he switches, you can go back to phara. That was just an example. You can do that with anyone. If there's a really good Reaper and you're playing Winston, counterpick the Reaper switches, go back to Winston. It's as simple as that.